Hello. Just to make sure we're on the same page, this should be on YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. Um, I'll put other information below, like the decks and how to get a reading. I'm just gonna make this really quick. If you're near Herkimer, New York, I am doing personal readings. I'm doing in-person readings near Herkimer, New York. If you want to look that up, if you're near, shoot me an email. I'll tell you the details. Otherwise, you can get a reading from me. Shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Libra? We like this, we like this. Let's go a little farther. Is that going to keep things where we want? Yeah, okay. Well, one more. Yeah, okay. This is not going to be difficult. The situation, I feel what's coming in anyway. You might look at it like it's kind of non-active. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Things are just kind of sticking where they're sticking. They're not really moving. It's kind of, I don't know if it's in a rut, because like it's stuck in its place, but maybe that's what I want. Maybe that's what I want. You seem to be able to keep it where it needs to be. The energy's like, do you want it to stay here or not? That's my question. So, okay. I've gotten a hold of the situation. In the past, this situation has been difficult and I couldn't really do much about it. But I feel like I'm moving it where I want it to go. Are you moving it, or is it where it's supposed to go? It's been in a place where I didn't like it. That 8 of Swords does not feel comfortable, but it took a lot of like slow but careful movements. I think I've gotten something out of my way. I feel like there's somebody who challenges me a lot, but I've found a way to kind of deal with that and kind of keep them over on their own side. It's like, stay on your side of the room, stay on your side of the building. I'll keep things here and I'll just make it, I'll do certain things the way they want them done. And it keeps them over there. And meanwhile, as long as we keep certain things where they want them, I can do other things the way I want them. I just got to be careful where I step, and, it'll be fine. I feel like I've learned through the school of hard knocks what I can and can't do. And currently, as long as I adhere to the rules, we're fine. It does seem like there's a lot of rules with this situation. Unspoken rules. A lot of unspoken rules. Like, I don't feel like I would write them down or be able to read them off of paper. There's just rules you've learned, like, I can do this, things are fine. I do that, I don't know. That's not going to be doable. Don't do this because you get that. Okay. So there's rules. And I feel like the warrior energy in here is like, I know how to do this. Like, it kind of makes me feel like the ninja warrior energy. Kind of like, get in, get done, move out before anybody knows the difference. I change things, I make things go where they need to go, and they get out of the way. It feels like a ninja warrior, kind of like, you know what I mean? Kind of like, all right, I could have some issues getting in here, but if I do it well, I shouldn't have to deal with any commotion. Just handle what I need to handle, move on with life. I'm making new decisions that I don't know if I'm confident with. This is a big thing. I know this is a big thing for this situation. The current energy is people are getting along. Very, very, very important. We got to make sure things are fair, clearly. But overall, the energy where people are getting along, it's like, I might have to tweak some things. I might have to like put things in better focus, tune things up a little bit. But overall, I want to keep everybody getting along, because when people get along, I feel like it's easier for me to get things done the way I need to get them done. And I'm going to make some slow changes. I'm trying to kind of like tune some things up. I'm trying to tune up the instrument a little bit here. And I want to make sure that everybody stays in a positive energy towards you. There's a lot of good cards. Wow. This is the energy I'm feeling. Things are peaceful. People are getting along with me. Everybody's getting, it's very positive. I don't want to risk it. But at the same time, I can't allow things to be out of balance. I have to tune up the instrument. Just because we're all enjoying the song, if it's becoming more and more out of tune, I got to do what I can to go in there and tune up the instruments so they stay where I want them to stay. And I'm starting to make some slow movements, careful movements, calculated movements, just kind of moving this over here, putting this over there, kind of sneaking in the middle of the night, fixing some things, sneaking out. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just feel like I'm not getting attention where I don't want it. I'm just going to fix it, and we're just going to leave it alone. It's almost like it reminds me of, like, I used to work at this one spot, and it wasn't in my area, but there was this lady who would tell me that this one person on their unit always screwed up this one report and it threw everything off. So when they did the report, when that person did the report and left for the day, she would go in and triple check things, and she would just make the corrections before it went out to everybody. That way, it would just, everything would work out well. The person who was making the errors, she tried to help them a couple times. It didn't work. So she got sick of spending extra time, taking time out of her day to do what there's things she had to do anyway. She's just like, you know what, if I just take the time out of my day and just fix it instead of trying to explain to this person for the 50th time, it's easier for me and it works out well. So the person who was doing it wrong, I don't know. I don't know. That's just how she handled it. And it did make things work and everybody got along. I think that was part of the problem, the more I'm thinking of it. When she would tell this person, like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you need to do it this way, I think that person got very defensive and that became its own problem. So she just kind of worked around it and just fixed it herself and just made sure it worked out right. And she was in a position where it wasn't wrong for her to fix things, but it wasn't, maybe she should have been telling this other person, but she didn't, because in the long run, everybody worked out a lot better. Everybody got along a lot better. Things got handled correctly. So, and I'm getting there's small changes like this, like, instead of doing it where, having this person doing it the wrong way and just going behind the scenes and fixing it, now we're just kind of like, how about we just transition that responsibility away from that person and give them some other responsibilities that maybe aren't so bad and that maybe other people can help them with. Maybe it's the person who knows that job. They don't like that person, whatever that is. We'll just move things around very slowly, but very surely. We won't say anybody did anything wrong. We're just going to peacefully realign things. Could be one of those things, because I'm getting like, we're just trying to keep people getting along. We want people to keep getting along. It's kind of like, all right, this person just can't seem to pull that together. Let's just see if there's a way we can peacefully move things around. Once things are moved around, there's going to be some pushback. Okay. But people are really getting along. People are really getting along. We got the 10 of Cups up, right side up on the dice as well, saying that's staying with the things going the new way, but I feel like somebody's giving pushback. They want something back. But the question is, why are they giving this pushback? Because I got the Empress upside down. I don't have that card out, but I got it on the dice. The Empress upside down is just kind of like a very selfish energy, a very, I want it back because it was mine. I just want it because I want it. It doesn't even mean it's better for them or anything like that. They're just like, I want to go back to what I was doing. I want to go back now. Even though people are getting along better. And I feel like I'm kind of pushed into this corner where I have to make a decision. Try to think of a different way to do things. The Hermit in this situation is telling me I'm not changing anything right away, but I'm like, all right, maybe I should consider a different way to handle this? Should we give it back and just do it something differently? Or should we kind of realign this and just, how else can we do this? Or there's another possibility here. Just kind of leave it where it is now and just kind of like, just keep pushing it off until this person just stops. Is that real? Is that really an option in this situation? Like, sometimes it works, I know that, but not always, you know what I mean? Keep that where it is and then just put other things, make whatever they transitioned into more appealing is what I'm getting. You got the Star card with the 5 of Pentacles reversed. They might just need time to get used to the change and just try to keep making it more appealing. Just reinforce how well they're doing with the new situation. That might actually just, it might take time because I'm getting the 7 of Pentacles. So for example, it might take 7 or 8 months of constantly handling it that way before they finally just let it go and they like the new spot better. They have to kind of connect with people better. It might be one of those things. It's an analogy, of course, so whatever situation you're dealing with, it does seem like it's a social situation. Could be family, friends, co-workers, whatever it is. I feel like it just might need time and just keep reinforcing how good they're doing with the change, with the new thing, and just try to make it more and more appealing to them. Try to make it look like they're more and more needed in this new situation, even if they're not. There will be a conflict socially with this situation. Whoever this person is, maybe they're just difficult to deal with. I feel like maybe it's one of those people. So it's almost like no matter where they are, they're just kind of difficult. And I don't think that you have to. I don't know if you. All right, let's. Conflict is here. I get it. The Devil reversed is kind of like, maybe the Devil reversed is saying, showing this person for their own flaws. I feel like you don't have to be the one confronting them. But you do seem to have a hand in it, because I get the Ace of Swords with you. You don't have to be the one confronting this person, but you might have to, like, talk with 1 or 2 people and kind of get them up to speed with what you're seeing and what you think is really happening here. And kind of, like, you know, it's almost like being the general. I'm going to tell the troops what they need to do and how to handle certain things, and then I'm going to send them off and let them take care of it. You might have one of those roles. I don't think that's bad. I don't know. Because I feel like this is really strange where conflict goes into friendship. So by having somebody else handle it, okay, this is making more sense now because I just got it. So this is, okay. So it's almost like having somebody like at the work level, whatever that work level is, and somebody else at the same work level. Like somebody at the work level is a problem. Having somebody else at the same level and you're instructing and kind of letting them know what you're seeing and what you want to happen, and without the person causing the problem realizing you're involved, you have this person at their same level solving it and working it out with them to where they don't get as defensive as if somebody above them is telling them what to do. Because sometimes if people have especially a problem with authority, if that's what's going on here, if it's a general read, but if somebody of the same level kind of communicates it to them, they can sometimes make friends. Like, you know, before this becomes an issue, I want to help you with something, or I'm noticing this, and so it doesn't have to be a problem for you. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody feeling like they're on the same level as them, helping them solve it. It does seem to sometimes work a lot better, and that might be what's going on here. Because I'm getting, like, you need to stay in the position where you're liked. And if you come at it directly, it may not stay there. Take it with a grain of salt. You decide how you got to handle this. This is just a general reading, of course. But I'm getting, like, you may be surprised at the way you handle this. That I can change it, keep it where I need it to be, and then being a little bit more diplomatic, working as the general and sending in the troops to handle the situation for you, you may end up smelling like a rose. And it's kind of like this situation might blow by really quick, faster than you expect, and you might end up smelling like a rose, the King of Cups here. You got to be liked in this situation. Most you don't have to be anything. the situation is smoother if you're liked, and this may work to where you're more liked. You're more seen as like a positive energy, especially if you can work through other people. In that way, people don't feel like they're being singled out by Libra. Other people are coming around. It just seems like you may end up a lot more liked. I don't know what to say about it, and it might move on. I feel like this works for you. Is there anything I'm missing with this? I just feel like a little awkward about it. I feel like I don't have the direct control, and I'm able, by not having the direct control like that, by not directly doing that, I have more ability to change things. This actually makes things a lot easier to change when I need to, and I can move things forward. Things aren't as static as maybe as they were before, and I feel like also by doing that, if there's somebody who is giving you a hard time every now and then, who you're keeping at bay, I feel like I'm realizing I could do a lot more if they don't realize that I'm the one doing it. Because this person that gives you a hard time literally might be targeting you. And anytime they see something that they don't like, they just can't wait to run over and cause an issue about it. But if they don't realize you're making changes and other people are doing it, you actually may be able to do a lot more than you were before, because this person doesn't realize you're the one doing it, and they don't become a problem for these other people. That's very interesting. It might be a different way to handle this whole situation. It may open up a whole new doorway for you. That's interesting. All right, well, that's what came out, so I guess we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.